welcome to this edition of the Biker Angle. But before we begin... What's up, everyone? Welcome to this edition of the Biker Angle, 9/20 of 2018. Man, did I get an email this morning with an attachment of an MP3. And boy, was it the funniest shit I ever heard. You know, it had to do with a millennial biker and his bitches about us old folks. You know, me being 45 and up. You know, we might not have a lot in common with these millennials. Why? Because we have cojones. We have balls, okay? We came up a lot different. We weren't spoon-fed shit. You know, we knew what right and wrong was. We didn't buy into bullshit teachers in high school or any of that shit freaking shoveled into our freaking mouths like they do today. And I know I try not to be too political. Yeah, I had two political freaking videos up and shit like that. But this goes to one of those videos where the millennials, you gotta stop fucking crying, man. You really do. When you hear this, you're gonna be like, dude, don't whine so damn much. You're killing me, Smalls. That was basically what I was thinking about the whole time when I was listening to this MP3. Now, he does have legitimate concerns. And, you know, but damn the whining, bro. Jesus. But, you know what? Before I go any further, let's hear the MP3 and, you know, make up your mind as we go along.
Talked about something that's been kind of bothering me that I've been thinking about lately, is that I do have some issues with the older school biker crowd, or whatever you want to call it. And I know I'm probably gonna get some flack, but I have some bullet points. I have some things I want to talk about, and this is really just, you know, 100% honesty. I'm not saying this kind of crap to get clickbait or anything like that. I'm not doing that. I actually did have some issues, and like bike nights and stuff have been really kind of hard for me to go to because of this. To where it's like, I don't know. The first bullet point that I have is that I really don't identify with a lot that they do. Now, I understand that there's a lot of, you know, bike groups. There's a lot of, you know, riding clubs that do very good stuff. That, you know, they do toy runs. They do stuff for cancer. I am all for that. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is when I go to a bike night or something, and it's just like, there's nobody wearing gear. I mean, I understand the leather and the cuts and all that stuff. I understand that, but it's like, to me, it's like it's very unsafe. And then on top of that, a lot of them make fun of the people that do wear gear. It's like, we're not really riders and stuff. So there's that divide, and I don't know if it's because it's a manlier, or, you know, something that's going on, you know, from back in the day that you had to earn riding or whatever. But when I started riding 6.5, 7 years ago, it was very, very like blatant in my face that I was riding a girl's bike. You know, I was riding a Harley Sportster, and it was a 1200, but it was considered a girl's bike. I wasn't riding a bigger bike. I couldn't afford a bigger bike, and I really liked the Sportster. There's nothing wrong with the Sportster. So they weren't very open to my type of riding. And this was when I first started riding about 6-7 years ago, so it's still pretty fresh. You know, it's still pretty new. It's not like this was a generational gap thing here. This is still happening right now for me sometimes. And they're just not very open to other, and I'm saying they, so if you're one of them, I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about the generalization, okay? But different type of riders. Like if I showed up with a group of sport bikes to a bike night, and it was mainly, you know, cruisers, I have a feeling that they wouldn't feel welcome. And I honestly don't think that's right. I think we're all riding on two wheels, that we should all hang out. But then again, there's also different types of, you know, people on top of different types of bikes. So I mean, different types of people. Sport bike riders might be a different type of person as a cruiser rider, but still, at the same time, you should be able to enjoy it and still be able to enjoy a bike night, enjoy the other bikes, look at the other bikes. I just never really felt welcome, even with my own cruiser, at like a cruiser bike night type thing. But my experience riding around and meeting new people has opened my eyes. It does feel like it's a huge club. The older school, the old bike riders, you know, just getting upset with Harley for going this new direction, making fun of millennials because we're not buying the bikes or we're not buying cruisers anymore. We're killing Harley-Davidson. It just feels that like that is an issue for me going forward in this motorcycle community because, it's just, I don't know. It's just there to where it's like they want more of them. And I'm not that. I'm sorry. I can't be that. I can't be the old school. I'm going to wear, leather and the cuts and wear a bandana or whatever it is, and not wear gear. It's like I want to wear gear. And honestly, I don't like other people. I have social anxiety, so going out and meeting and doing a bunch of these things, it's kind of an issue. It's kind of intimidating. So I don't want to do that. So what I create here with this channel is that this channel is about inclusivity. This channel is about accepting new riders that might be nervous and intimidated by those older school bike riders, the cruiser crowd, or even the sport bike riders that that do stunning and all that stuff. Like sometimes people don't want that. They just want to ride and commute to work, and they just enjoy two wheels, and they're new to this. So that's the whole point of this channel. Is like that's what I'm trying to do. I'm not creating a whole new culture. I just feel like there's a subsection of us riders that we don't fit in with that certain old school crowd, and I think I'm part of that, and I think what we got going on here is kind of showing that. But yeah, I have a tough time at bike meetups. I really do. I love going to the meetups to see the bikes. I'm there for the bikes. Like I want to see the different kind of bikes. But man, some people are just like, I don't know if it's ego or if it's, I don't know. Some people are just like, man, we're better than you type feel. And it sucks. It really does. And I don't like that. So I don't really mesh with that.
Okay, did you guys notice the whining? The whining I just can't take. I've never been able to take whining from anybody. But I can't bang on the kid. And here's the reason why. At least he's out there trying to be in the lifestyle. Now, one of the things the kid don't understand is there's motorcycle enthusiasts, there's bikers, and then there's clubbers, and all kinds of different subcultures within the biker scene. And it sounds like he's a motorcycle enthusiast. Now, a couple points that he brought up I want to address. First, you got social anxiety. So, to go out there and say, well, you feel like these people have egos and shit like that, well, you already got it predetermined in your mind because you got social anxiety. This is the way the people are. You're prejudging. So you're not even giving the people the chance to prove that they're cool people or that, hey, they might be fun to be hanging around with. You're just assuming because you got that anxiety that that's what they're thinking of you. Now, second, as far as the gear, I really don't give a shit what anybody wears. It's your choice, man. One of the biggest things about being a biker is not giving a fuck what anybody else thinks of you. And if you're sitting over there thinking to yourself, well, they're making fun of me because of my gear, blah, 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 well, then you're the one with the problem, man. Personally, the reason why I don't wear a helmet or any of that bullshit is I seen one of the messages, you're not wearing your DOT-approved helmet. Man, fuck you. Them helmets don't help you after 25 miles an hour, I'm sorry to say. Especially with some of the kids that are out there on these rockets going 80, 90 miles an hour. Yeah, it's going to keep your face all pretty for the fucking coffin, but it ain't doing you no damn favors, man, regardless of what the National Transportation Safety Board says. After 25 miles, all it is a freaking weight on your neck. And I don't know how many times I've seen in 25, 26 years somebody die because they had a helmet on. Because, you know what, again, after 25 miles an hour, it really don't freaking help but to keep you cosmetically looking good in a coffin. So that's why I don't wear one. As far as the other gear, the nice pretty, jackets and the nice gloves or whatever you guys wear, that's up to you. Hey, nobody likes road rash, man. And that's primarily the reason why the leathers are worn and all that other good stuff is because of road rash. But when you get in on a bike, it is a loaded gun. I don't care what anybody tells you, it's a loaded gun. And the slightest freaking movement, the slightest freaking pebble on a road can put you on the ground. You look down while you're taking your ride today or this weekend, whatever. You're going 80 miles an hour. Look at that freaking pavement, man. That's how fat, It's only, a couple inches between you and the pavement? So, who cares, really, what you're wearing? You know, if you feel more comfortable and more safe wearing all that gear, then do it. Who cares what anybody else says about it? It's your personal choice. That's just like some of my buddies that I ride with, they prefer helmets where I won't. Because, again, I have my views. I came up in a different time, and they feel more safer. Well, of course, you know, when you're going slower and shit, that concrete looks bad. But anyway, that's your personal choice. Let's get to the Sportster. Yeah, I know that's out there all the time in the biker community. But hey, at least you were able to afford the bike. That don't make you some bitch because you're wearing you're riding a 1200 Sportster. One of my favorite bikes in the world, and boy did I have a lot of Harleys over my time. Everything from Dynas, and I'm riding Fat Boys right now. I loved the 1200 Sportster. And the reason why I loved that 1200 Sportster was I was able to in and out into traffic real quick when I was in the city. So, riding a sporty, man, there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, you're going to catch some bullshit from the boneheads, but you just push back, man. You got to be a man. And that's the biggest thing, is you got to be a man in this freaking lifestyle. And regardless of whatever, your liberal tree hugger honeys try to tell you, this is a man's lifestyle. It always will be. It's not going to change. You can have, and this is not banging on women either, but you're always going to have women out there saying, well, we got to be more inclusive. That's not going to happen. That's not this lifestyle. So, yeah, millennials are getting a bad rap, and for good reason. You're a bunch of fucktards sometimes. Sometimes it's hard to believe you guys don't have your head out of your ass, more than a minute or two a day. That's just because the generation you're in. Do we blame you for Harley-Davidson? No, we don't blame you for Harley-Davidson. I wouldn't ride a Harley-Davidson if I was your freaking age. Yeah, I'd be on, an Indian or a Victory or something like that. But Harley-Davidsons are expensive. That's one of the reasons why they're failing. It's not because of your generation they're failing. It's because of their own bullshit. Let's take Adam Sandoval's ride this past weekend. Harley-Davidson, the corporate office, did not get involved whatsoever with it. Yeah, their dealership did, and their dealership's independent. But Harley-Davidson gave the big fuck you to Adam and raising funds for the veterans. So, of course, why would anybody want to be loyal to them? It's their business model now. Their business model's all greed. That's the way it is. Yeah, I understand it's a freaking global economy. They got to do what they got to do. But when they start sticking their nose up to the people who actually support them and giving the fuck you to vets, fuck them. They're doing it to themselves, kid. It's not the millennials doing it, it's them. If they would drop the price on their fucking bikes to something reasonable where you didn't have to have a second mortgage, maybe they would get more millennials in there. But right now, the competition out there for motorcycles just too great. You got a lot of cows out there. You got a lot of Hondas, a lot of Yamahas, a lot of freaking Suzukis out there. That are some badass fucking bikes, man, when you get cruiser anyway. The Boulevard is nice. The Midnight Star is freaking awesome. The Mean Streak. Come on, man. Those are nice fucking bikes. And they're a lot less freaking expensive than a Harley-Davidson is. So nobody's blaming millennials for Harley-Davidson not doing good. No, that's all on them, man. That's all on them. Also, while I'm on that topic of Adam Sandoval, one of you freaks put something about how Adam's in it all for the money, promoting this campground and shit like that. You're a bunch of fucking ass monkeys, man. I'm going to call you Professor Ass Monkey 2 after Brian Urlacher over at Alliance of Law-Abiding Bikers and shit. Or whatever the fucking group he calls himself. Adam is not into it for the money. Adam's been riding year after year living off that bike to raise funds for the vets. And for you to bring up some asinine statement like that is a bunch of shit and just shows how ignorant you really are. Really. You know, yeah, he got a campground, but he's fucking doing it for the vets. He put it all on the line for the vets, man. To say some shit like that, that's just fucking ignorant. To me, anyway. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Maybe you want to chime in on the freaking discussion, but as far as me and Insane Throttle's concerned, Adam Sandoval, you're the fucking man. Screw the haters, fuck them all. That's what I always say. And if you don't have haters, you ain't doing this shit right. You know, because another thing I'd like to address, you know, not only, you know, with this shit that the MP3, but the notion that everybody on YouTube's out there for money. Yeah, people need to get their expenses and all that stuff. I don't know if you guys know this, but the time that it takes to edit these damn things, the videos, this ain't even shoot time, the reshoots and the, how can I say it, the advertisement to get it out there, to get the followers, the subs, and all that shit. It ain't cheap. And the videos that are making a dime or two on YouTube as far as that ads program, which right now Insane Throttle's not on, but they're only making pennies on the dollar per view. And it's really a freaking joke that people go around saying, oh, they're all out for the money. Well, you know, before now, you hardly had any type of content coming out on the biker scene. You only had Easy Riders, Outlaw Bikers, magazine, and all that for your information. Now you got all this coming out from all these different people, which is awesome. And then you go out there, oh, they're only out for the money. Well, it's not cheap running one of these freaking YouTube channels or stuff like that. Well, then you're saying, well, if it ain't about the money, then why are you doing it? Well, a lot of people are doing it because they love the lifestyle and they got something to offer out there. Personally, Insane Throttle started off as a little shit freaking blog, and it's worked its way up. You know, the way we always intended it was it to be free. If somebody wanted to go ahead and donate, they could. But most of our stuff is through affiliate marketing that we make our money with our type of freaking platform, through Motorcycle Madhouse, and through Insane Throttle, which is harley-liberty.com. YouTube is basically just a place where I like talking with everybody, and it's cool to have the content out there for Insane Throttle. It helps drive some traffic out there, but nobody's getting rich at this fucking shit, man. I don't care how many YouTube videos you watch on affiliate marketing or how many videos you watch on Facebook about affiliate marketing. You're not making a ton of money. And let me tell you, I got the traffic over at harley-liberty.com that drives a lot of people worldwide to, as I would say, my affiliate marketers. But, yeah, I'm not sitting here rich, sitting here in Dubai or some shit like all these people try to put down your throats. So, yeah, nobody's getting rich over here and out for the money doing YouTube videos and all that jive. So, again, Adam Sandoval, he was out there busting his ass. He tried to set the record again for the longest Harley parade. It didn't happen. They're going to try again. So, you know, you think you'd want to support a guy like that who just raised $30-something thousand for the vets. And that don't seem like he's living it off their back. But to get back to the millennials, and, you know, listening to the guy, you can hear he has some legitimate concerns. But on the other hand, you can blame him for some of the problems he's having. You know, social anxiety is no joke, man. There's a lot of people that have that shit. Me, personally, I hate bars. Because, you know, it's not being in there that I hate the bars. It's when you go in there, because, you know, I got all the tattoos and shit, you get one of them stupid fucking drunks that, oh, nice tattoo, and they start fucking touching you. And I can only take so much of that shit, so, you know, next thing you know, somebody's laying on the freaking ground and all the bullshit. So, unless I'm on a run or out with the guys and shit like that, Yeah, I don't go into the bars and shit like that. I'd rather go to clubhouses and hang there than I would a freaking bar, because there's just too much shit out there. So I can understand where the guy's coming with, I wouldn't call me social anxiety. I'm out all the freaking time. I love people, or I wouldn't be doing this shit. But, you know, some of the other concerns are, you know, I think are more in his head. And I think it's in millennials' head. Yeah, you're always going to have the generational gap. You guys are going to believe in something different than we were. We weren't raised in a politically correct environment like you guys were. And you can actually tell through, you know, what you're talking about on your MP3. You're really trying to be politically correct. You're trying to, you know, mesh your, you know, ideology with that political correctness, and that just shows through. But that's all I got for today. You guys let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you want, don't forget to get that book, The New Age of Biking Brotherhood. It is doing killer on Amazon, and I owe that all to you guys, man. You guys are freaking awesome. Come October 1st, I got the Legitimate Motorcycle Club coming out. It's a book that I wrote with the help with some insights with some club members and stuff like that when it comes to club protocol. It's basically geared towards those who want to go out there and start a motorcycle club, and, you know, hopefully they'll look at the book and say, hey, there's more to it, and, you know, take the steps that are needed to do it the correct way. That's why it's called the Legitimate Motorcycle Club. Also, I got over there, Journey Through the Biker Underworld, MP3. It has a lot of interviews out there with a lot of the movers and shakers within the biker club scene. So if you want, take a look at that, check it out. But I appreciate you guys listening in. Let me know your thoughts. And don't forget to subscribe. Pass this channel out there. We're growing really good, and I really appreciate everything from you guys. Thank you.